is to replenish the Social
Such a
Security
nasty
Trust Fund by making
half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
The Southern revolt against President Truman reaches its climax at Birmingham under the states' rights banner. Venerable Alfalfa Bill Murray comes out of retirement to join in the protest against the president's civil rights program. More than 6,000 flocked to the Rump Convention to select the presidential ticket. In the forefront of the move are Alabama and Mississippi delegates who bolted the Democratic National Convention at Philadelphia. 13 southern states are represented in the uproarious session which precedes the nomination of Governors Thurmond of South Carolina and Fielding Wright of Mississippi as party standard bearers. Governor Thurmond attacks the civil rights plank.
It simply means that it's another effort on the part of the president to dominate the country by force and to put into effect these uncalled for and these damnable proposals he has recommended under the guise of so-called civil rights. And I'll tell you, the American people from one side or the other had better wake up and oppose such a program, and if they don't, the next thing will be a totalitarian state in these United States.
The fourth party.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Oklahoma seek recognition?
The woman in the rest of the House, I'd like to have.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you. I got you. Mr. Speaker, I come to you today not as a Republican or a Democrat, but an American committed to the United States Constitution. I regularly hear from my constituents who are fed up with the partisan fighting. We pledge allegiance to the United States of America, not our political parties. In President George Washington's farewell address, he said, "With slight shades of difference, you have the same religion, manners, habits, and political principles. You have in common cause fought and triumphed together. The independence and liberties you possess are the work of joint councils and joint efforts of common dangers, sufferings, and successes." Washington was right. We are all united by common bonds. Although we have our differences, we are more alike than we are different. In his address,
Hello, everybody. By the way, for those of you who are curious, we're using this room because we got about 100 volunteers decorating the White House. So we're spending a little more time in the EOB. I just wrapped up a meeting with leaders from both parties. It was our first chance to get together face-to-face since the election to talk about how we can best work together to move the country forward. It's no secret that we have had differences that have led us to part ways on many issues in the past. But we are Americans first, and we share a responsibility for the stewardship of our nation. The American people did not vote for gridlock. They didn't vote for unyielding partisanship. They're demanding cooperation, and they're demanding progress. And they'll hold all of us, and I mean all of us, accountable for it. And I was very encouraged by the fact that there was broad recognition of that fact in the room. I just want to say I thought it was a productive meeting. I thought that people came to it with a spirit of trying to work together, and I think it's a good start as we move forward. I I think everybody understands that the American people want us to focus on their jobs, not ours. They want us to come together around strategies to accelerate the recovery and get Americans back to work. They want us to confront the long-term deficits that cloud our future. They want us to focus on their safety and security and not allow matters of urgent importance to become locked up in the politics of Washington. So today we had the beginning of a new dialogue that I hope, and I'm sure most Americans hope, will help break through the noise and produce real gains. And as we all agreed, that should begin today because there's some things we need to get done in the weeks before Congress leaves town for the holidays.
Well, the eagle's been flying slow, and the flag's been flying low.
I'm good, I'm great. Know it's been a while now, I'm mixing up the drink.